Welcome back to Car Craze. Today we are diving deep into a nameplate that's been revived, redesigned, and reignited with passion. Yes, we're talking about the 2026 Chevy Nova SS. A blast from the past, brought into the modern era with all the muscle, attitude, and technology we've come to expect from Chevy. The return of the Nova SS is not just a throwback, it's a statement. And Chevy's making it loud and clear. For decades, enthusiasts have begged GM to bring back the Nova name, a car that earned its stripes in the late 60s and early 70s as a compact muscle car with a huge heart. The SS badge, or Super Sport, always meant performance here, and in 2026, it means even more. So what's changed? What's stayed true to the roots? And does the new Nova SS live up to the hype? Let's find out. First things first. The design. The 2026 Nova SS doesn't try to imitate its predecessors, but it pays homage to them in smart, subtle ways. There's a hint of retro in the squared-off front fascia, but it's been modernized with sleek LED lighting, an aggressive grille, and aerodynamic sculpting that gives it a contemporary muscle stance. The proportions are tight and athletic, low, wide, and purposeful. From the hood vents to the flared wheel arches, everything screams performance. Under the hood is where things get really exciting. Chevy's dropped a 6.2-liter LT2 V8 into the SS trim, the same engine platform used in the C8 Corvette Stingray, but tuned differently for the Nova's unique driving profile. We're talking 500 horsepower flat, with 470 pounds-to-feet of torque, sent to the rear wheels through a 6-speed manual or an optional 10-speed automatic. It's a purist's dream, especially with that manual gearbox and active exhaust that sounds absolutely feral under throttle. 0 to 60, just 3.9 seconds. Quarter mile, low 12s out of the box. This car isn't just a fast muscle car, it's engineered with real performance in mind. Chevy's also given the Nova SS magnetic ride control, Brembo brakes on all 4 corners, and a limited slip differential as standard. It hugs corners with confidence and doesn't just power through straights, so it dances through curves. But the Nova SS isn't a one-trick pony. It balances performance with livability in a way few muscle cars manage to pull off. Step inside and you're met with a surprisingly refined interior. Chevy has gone with a driver-centric cockpit, featuring a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster and an 11-inch infotainment display running the latest Chevy UX. It's got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, a performance telemetry app, and even launch control settings right from the screen. The seats are heavily bolstered but not punishing, with a mix of suede and leather and SS badging stitched into the headrests. Interior trims vary depending on your choice, here carbon fiber for a sportier look or brushed aluminium for a more classic vibe. And yes, there's a back seat, but like most coupes in this class, it's best reserved for gear or short trips with smaller passengers. One of the most impressive features is the customizable driving modes. You get Tour, Sport, Track, and a customizable My mode that lets you tweak steering feel, suspension stiffness, throttle response, and exhaust tone. In Sport mode, the car tightens up, downshifts aggressively, and gives you all the drama you'd want from a muscle coupe. In Tour mode, it's surprisingly quiet, comfortable, and composed, almost like a grand tourer. That dual nature is part of what makes the 2026 Nova SS so compelling. But it doesn't stop there. There's a track pack available that adds a rear wing, sticky Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires, an even more aggressive suspension tune, and a rear seat delete option for those planning to take their Nova to the circuit. With the track pack, Chevy's aiming squarely at the likes of the Mustang Dark Horse and even the Challenger Hellcat, albeit in a slightly more refined package. Safety tech is fully up to date too. You've got forward collision alert, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and a 360-degree camera system, something you wouldn't expect in a car with this kind of performance DNA, but Chevy's made it standard. And let's talk price. The 2026 Nova SS starts at around $48,000 for the base model with the manual. Add the automatic, performance upgrades, and premium interior package, and you're looking closer to $60,000. Fully optioned with the track pack and tech packages, it can creep near the $70,000 mark. But for what you're getting a true track-capable American muscle car with modern comfort and tech, it still undercuts a lot of European rivals and even some of its domestic competition. Fuel economy, not amazing, but better than you might expect. The manual gets about 18 miles per gallon city and 26 highway. The 10-speed auto does slightly better, thanks to smarter gearing and cylinder deactivation tech. But let's be real, if you're buying a Nova SS, fuel savings probably isn't top of mind. Where the Nova SS really shines is in how it makes you feel behind the wheel. There's an immediacy, a raw connection between driver and machine that's becoming increasingly rare in today's market. It doesn't feel filtered, it doesn't feel like a tech showcase. It feels like a driver's car, one that respects the past but isn't stuck in it. And for those wondering, yes, there's talk of an all-electric Nova in the works. Chevy has hinted that the Nova nameplate may expand into a sub-brand in the future, with the SS remaining the halo performance variant. Could we see an AWD electric Nova SS with 800 horsepower? It's possible. But for now, this 2026 gas-powered V8 version is the real deal, and it deserves the spotlight. Enthusiasts will appreciate the attention to detail, the throwback badging, the classic SS stripes available as an option, even the dashboard's nod to the original 70s gauge layout. It's all there. But make no mistake, this isn't a nostalgia project. It's a forward-thinking performance car that honors the past without being limited by it. So, does the 2026 Chevy Nova SS live up to the legendary name? In a word, a yes. It's bold, fast, and unapologetically American. It doesn't chase trends. It doesn't try to be something it's not. It's not pretending to be a European sports car. It's a muscle car through and through, a reimagined for the modern age. If you've been waiting for something new, something exciting, something with character in a sea of crossovers and Fs, the Nova SS might just be your answer. Let us know in the comments. Would you daily drive the new Nova SS? Or is this more of a weekend toy for you? And for those of you lucky enough to see one at your local dealership, tell us what you think. This has been Car Crazier. Thanks for riding along with us. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss our full track review coming soon.